program is called Encouraging Upstanders. NOVA is the community agency that we partner with, and this is my 6th year in the program, but it started a few years before that. I want to say we're close to 8 to 10 years in existence. The program is taking high school students, primarily 10th, 11th, and 12th graders, training them in a bullying prevention curriculum training format that they can present to middle and elementary students. We do 1st, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 7th grade students.
Why is such an important message? I mean, a lot of these kids, I feel like they know what it means to be an upstander. They probably also know what it means to be a bystander, but we kind of like to emphasize the point a little bit. We want to make sure that when they go on to every other grade, that they're able to take what we teach them and apply it to their everyday life.
Yeah, my favorite part about being an upstander, we learn so much about ourselves and being kind, and then we get to go teach that to the younger kids, and they get to bring it to 4th grade, 5th grade, higher, and it's just great to make a connection with those kids and know that we're making a difference to them and everyone else.
So from day one when they come and we work and we train and we prepare them for this, it's so meaningful for them to present the whole meaning behind being an upstander. And so we start from day one and they prepare the slides and they're super excited to go in to the elementary school. They're like rock stars in here, so they come in. The elementary kids look up to them, and it's so much more meaningful for them to present this program than for an adult to present the program. The kids are engaged, the kids are participating. They want to hear all the stories about the high schoolers, how they've been upstanders and continue to be upstanders. And so it's just you're like a proud mama when you've worked with your kids for so many weeks, and then they come present and do such an incredible job, and it's a win-win, as we say in our program. They win, they get something out of it, and the elementary school kids get something out of it.
The kids today have so many negative influences, whether it's social media, television, Netflix, music, and to have kids that are not that much older than them, came through the same elementary schools that they came through, and to embody what it is to be an upstander and be a good person, I just think it's a wonderful message for the kids to see. And I talk to my students all the time about what a role model is. It's not somebody that can dunk a basketball or somebody that makes millions of dollars or somebody that can rap or sing. It's people that do things on an everyday basis for others. And these kids in my classroom right now, that's what they do. And I just think it's an awesome message for the students to hear. And honestly, they need to hear more of it. And I was saying to you, I wish my son's school district actually did something like this, because I would demand that he's a part of it. And I think it's that good.
It's so important because, you can apply it every day. Sometimes you're going to see people who aren't, having the best time. You can make such an important impact to people in life, and it's really, not just one day, but multiple days you can be doing this. And I don't know. I think it's really, really important like that.
Yeah. So we want to be kind to those people instead of being mean. So we want to filter out that bullying and not drag people down, because that bully might think that dragging someone down is going to lift them up, but it's not. It's going to make them feel a little worse about themselves maybe afterwards, and it's going to make the victim feel worse about themselves. And we do understand that being an upstander is really hard. It's the hard decision, but it doesn't mean it's not the right decision. And so if you don't feel comfortable interfering or confronting the bully, then you can always talk to a trusted adult, which we're going to talk about later. But in doing that, you should check on the victim, the person being bullied, because they're going to want to be checked in on, and then also reach out to the bully if you feel comfortable, because they might be having a hard time too, as much as the victim. So because they might be having trouble in school, at home, they could be jealous, and so reaching out to the bully too is a way to be an upstander.
In the earlier years, it seemed to be just more the administrators and the guidance counselors, school counselors. We'd ask them. But because it's really taken on a good format, we've actually had the upstanders nominate future upstanders. In the last year, gone from just over 20 upstanders to close to 40, and primarily because the upstanders are nominating more of their peers to get involved.
We've been doing it, fortunately, in Pennridge. They took to it so well. We used to be with Dave Lebowski when he was here years ago, and he brought us in, and I wish more schools would jump on this wagon as well. And we're just so grateful that we can come every year to Pennridge. And Pennridge, again, they win, we win. It's so important, and I wish more schools were involved with it as well.
I think it's so important to do that because we live in a world where people are so critical of others, and we need to love each other. I think that's what we do. We bring people together. We need to bring people up, not bring them down, and it's really not difficult. We were talking about that in there. You can just give people compliments. It's not difficult like that, and it's the simple things that really go a long way for people.
Well, I think it's something special about Pennridge. I think Pennridge does a wonderful job of kind of connecting the past and the future. We have cheerleaders come back to our building for assemblies. We have kids come back and do things. And I think when you talk about community and building, almost like in sports, building a program, it starts at the bottom, it builds up, and then, obviously the guys at the top have to give back to the ones that are younger. So that's what I love about this, and there is pride involved. Seeing the kids come back. It's funny, when I see some of these high school kids talk, I think, man, they're more mature than I am. I mean, they are outstanding. So yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, they're all always looking forward to coming back, building on things. The Nova staff, there's about 4 or 5 Nova staff that directly work with them. They're always excited to see the kids and work with them closely. So there's a lot of positive energy that that they have, and just always looking forward to, I think, building on it. I think they get over that nervousness of presenting in the classroom, and then they're thinking, oh, I can do this, and not only can I do this, but I think I can do it better. So that's that positive energy that I think when we leave them at the end of this year, they're looking forward to next year because there's a sense of confidence.
Pose 1, go! Pose 2, go! Pose 3, go! Everybody, big fake laugh, go! That worked.